Proud to present PGA Tour coverage. Hello again and welcome, Rich Lerner, alongside my friend Frank Nobilo. We are at the most historic course in the world, Frank, the old course at St Andrews.
I can't believe it was established in 1552, and it's just a pleasure to play. 7 shared greens. If you want to sort of do the maths on that, know exactly where you are. The shared greens will always add up to 18. For example, if you're on the second, it'll share it with the sixth. And there is 4 greens that aren't shared at all. That's 1, 9, 17, and 18. But just an absolute pleasure, and it's actually fun to play the course. Tom Weiskopf was one of my idols growing up. I loved the way he swung. That swing right there reminds me of my idol.
And it looks like Rory McIlroy, Frank, sticking the follow-through. That's a good spot right there.
Center cut.
Paying attention like a little kid at school, Frank. That baby's sitting up.
Sitting up. It's got the best view as well. You don't even need binoculars from where that ball is.
Well, that is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's a formality now.
Let's see what McIlroy does now with his second. This would be nice. A birdie on the card. See if he can make it. Has the putt, and now at -1. Just a tap in to finish the hole. -1, and really going. Trying to get the round off to a good start. Frank, we're at the second hole, and what's ahead?
Well, the ideal tee shot, just a little over that gorse bush in front of you, which is down the right side. That's the best angle in, but it also brings in a little bit of trouble. But if that pin is anywhere towards the middle of this double green, then really you want to be coming in from the right side.
That is a fantastic long shot.
There's no way he could hit that without a tail breeze. Surely that breeze had to help there.
That is a monster hit right there. He carried that more than 350 yards. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Good looking shot right here. Great effort right there, and a great chance to knock in that short putt. Let's see what the dominant #1 player can do. Rory McIlroy now on the approach shot. And getting ready for the putt. Frank, this game will drive you crazy.
Yeah, you can do so many things right, and then just something so simple, completely wrong.
In for birdie, and now 2 under on the day. Makeable putt right here, currently sitting at 1 under for the round. Always take that. Good par putt. Frank, talk about the strategy off the tee here at the third.
You can drive the ball pretty close to this green, Rich. It's shorter than the second hole. Just hit it down the right side, but try and avoid those little pot bunkers.
That's a good start to the hole, right down the middle. Ready for his second shot, trying to knock it on the green.
Rich, these players aren't getting a reprieve with a win right now.
Right from the start, the winds have been kicking pretty good.
Yeah, but at least it's presenting that challenge for the players that don't get every other day.
This will test the player. I mean, it's one thing to play with no wind in perfect conditions, but as we know, golf is a game of variables.
Yeah, and better strike will be rewarded today.
See if you can get this one to drop. Big birdie putt. Oh, man.
Just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. Locked in on the read and the speed. So 2 under early on. Has it. And he's 2 under par. At the fourth hole now, and Frank, this one looks as though it might require a little bit of club selection off the tee. What are we looking at, partner?
Well, there is 2 ways to play the fourth off the tee. You can hit it down the right side, but it really starts to narrow up and it's slightly shorter. Most players go towards the middle of the golf course and try and get it on that plateau. But this, certainly the first hard hole you see at St Andrews. There's something about a well-hit shot. That was neutral.
Come on, that's not even human. That's ridiculous. That is 350 plus yards. Jordan Spieth ready for his second shot. This is a good-looking shot. Well, that is a ball-striking clinic right there. Another dazzling approach shot. Pretty close. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Not a gimme, but well within his range. That's a birdie for McIlroy. He's just so explosive. He has this for par. Holding steady now at 2 under par. Par 5s, this is where players look to make the move in a major championship. How does this 5th hole par 5 measure up, Frank?
Well, if you can avoid the bunkers, they're actually left and right, but especially that little group of 3 bunkers, then it sets up well. It'll be a blind second shot, but you try and guide your second shot between the 2 bunkers on the hill in front of you, which are called the spectacles.
Frank, it makes the game easy when you play it from the fairway.
Especially when you play it from a lie like that.
Nice position, short grass, second shot. This one's looking good. Can't hide the flagstick from that man. Set for his next shot from a good position in the fairway. This has really been impressive. High level of golf today, putting on a clinic out there. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Good putt and a good move now to 4 under. He can really get red hot with a putter. Let's see what McIlroy does. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Now to the 374-yard par 4 sixth. Another scoring opportunity.
Yeah, just be very careful of the wind conditions here because that'll affect the strategy off the tee, but bunkers left and right to be avoided. Well, this is not heading in the right direction.
No, it looks like it's going to be in the rough. So that ball nestles down in the rough. Just got to weigh a little bit on that tee ball.
Oh, beautiful swing, and the result is every bit as good.
That is tasty looking right there, Frank. Just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a lie like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from there.
Second shot from the rough. It's on the way. Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. Terrific golf shot. And now that for an easy birdie. Setting up for another approach, our featured golfer has continued that excellent play from earlier in the round.
Indeed, there's no better feeling in the world than when you know you're firing on all cylinders. Hitting fairways, second shot's just going straight at the flag. Right now, everything is working.
Just a couple of feet. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie. And what a day it's been. This would be nice. A birdie on the card. See if he can make it. Everybody loves him. Birdie on the card. Continuing from the oldest championship in the game. It's the Open Championship at the old course at St Andrews. Here at the 7th hole now, Frank.
Yeah, you try and hit your tee shot over a little stone there. It's called the March stone. That's a good line for like left of center. And, well, if you can just work it off that, good tee shot. You're only going to have a pitch in here to a green that's set up very high.
Uh-oh, this one's going left, Frank. You have to think he'll be happy with that, given that it looked like it was headed right for the rough.
Yeah, it looked like that was the only place it was going to finish. But, well, it's a little bit unexplainable. Let's see what he does from here now. Lucky break.
Now it's right in his wheelhouse, good position where he can attack the pin.
Yeah, he has all those options now. With that ball sitting up, you can bring it in high, you can bring it in low. The choice is yours.
Looks like about 80 yards left. It should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. And getting ready for the putt. Good work right there, now to 6 under. Eyeing this putt for a birdie. Can't wait to write those on the card. One below par. Chalk it up, it's a birdie. Now to the par 3-8. Frank, what's the best way to go at it?
Well, for these players, straight at the flag. This is the first par 3 you'll see, and a good chance to make 2 coming up ahead. But we do see a lot of long putts here with an errant tee shot.
Well, that's how you play the game, right there. Spieth trying to light the fuse. This one's for birdie. Really has a feel on these greens. That is another birdie. This is impressive. 8 under par for the round. Rounding out the opening 9 here at St Andrews. And Frank, this par 4 features a couple of fairway bunkers that players will have to contend with.
Yeah, this is a fun hole when you first stand on that tee and look at it. You see those bunkers smack bang in the middle of the fairway. The last bunker there in the middle is called the end hole. This hole is called the end. But this green, too, is so flat, very, very difficult to read. But if you get there, pull the head cover off the driver. Remember, this is the only chance you get to play the old course.
Drivable par 4, not for most in this field, but for this guy, yes, he has just knocked it on. What a shot. Pretty good drive here.
Another straight one.
Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. When Jordan Spieth won the John Deere Classic in 2013 at age 19, get this, he became the first teenager to win on tour in more than 80 years.
Amazing. And also to qualify on his own for the Ryder Cup, to be the second youngest of all time to do that.
He was the youngest American to play the Ryder Cup since 1929. Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
Frank, I thought that was in. Looks like he just misread that. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Moves to -8. He has this putt for birdie. In the hole, and a birdie. Setting up to start the back 9 here, and if it's anywhere near as good as the front 9, Frank, he'll be very happy with his score at the end of the day.
Yeah, the hardest thing right now is to just keep doing the same thing without focusing on the score.
That appeared to be a good strike right there, Frank.
Oh, good. It's just towering. Look at that hanging in the sky. That's an absolute beauty.
Frank, we talk so often about striking a golf ball. This player is a superior ball striker, but there's another element involved, isn't there?
It's called distance control. It's not the number on the bottom of the club you're hitting. It's knowing how far it goes to avoid mistakes just like that.
This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I'd say.
Well, that is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's a formality now.
Now the game's #1 player, Rory McIlroy, ready with his approach. Ooh, what a shot right there. Beautifully done. Well in the red figures at 9 under for the round. Frank, number 11, the Eden, is really one of the more fascinating holes in all of golf.
Yeah, the two bunkers that the players normally worry about, Strath bunker in the front and the hill bunker to the left, What makes those two bunkers so difficult is the steepness of the faces in them.
That is classy.
Yeah, chance of going in.
We are about 170 yards from the hole. Spieth eyeing this putt for birdie. Now minus 10 for the round. Will make birdie if he holds this putt. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Frank, from this vantage point here at the 12th, you can see why the old course, St Andrews, are so iconic in the sport.
Yeah, this is a fun hole as we start to sort of head back to the village of St Andrews. Hole's called Heathery. There's a big crop of heather on the left, and there's 4 little pot bunkers that are in the middle of this fairway, so you've really got to be cognizant of those. But good time to take the head cover off if you're a long hitter, and then you've only got to worry about that one pot.
On deck here. Frank, that is how it's done.
Yeah, take a gross of those. That is a lesson in itself.
And now a chance for eagle.
Rich, there's rough and rough. That ball is needle nose down.
Can't even see it from here. He'll need to be strong with this. Frank, how about that?
Well, can you believe that too? I mean, could have hit the flag and bounced away, instead straight in. Amazing shot, and really deserves it. Great too.
Beautiful. Now to the par 4 13th, and again, Frank, it's all about avoiding the bunkers.
Yeah, another hole that forces you to go either right or left of something that you can see. The 2 bunkers called the coffins right up ahead. You can also go beyond those, and if you do, then you've got a much shorter shot in, but you've got to avoid those fairway bunkers. They are very costly.
That is massive off the tee.
Meters, yards, I don't care how you measure that. That's got to be what? 300 meters, 325 yards, something like that.
That's a good spot right there.
Center cut.
Let's see what McIlroy does now with his second. Frank, you've played in conditions all over the world. Here come the winds now. What's the mindset?
Well, this is really what separates the men from the boys. This is where you've got to tell yourself, and it's an advantage to you. Obviously, the scores will go up a little bit. given the conditions. But once again, this is going to suit the stronger player today.
You like the old phrase, swing easy when it's breezy?
Definitely when you're hitting it into a head breeze. But if down breeze, tee it up a little bit, try and ride that wind some more.
Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. Spieth settles in over his birdie putt. Knocking down all the shots today, now at 13 under. Settles in over the putt. $15 under for the day. Frank, what are we looking at here at the big par 5 14th?
Out of bounds on the right, and those little series of pot bunkers called the birdies. Now, if you get in trouble here, you can bail out with your second shot down the left, which is the 4th fairway. That's one other option of playing this par 5. But a good tee shot, and you can certainly go at this for 2.
He needs a break right here. That one is headed OB. Look out. Frank, he is one of the longest hitters in the game, but at some point, you have to hit a fairway.
Yeah, he's certainly not the straightest. I think that was the bit you're going to put in the middle.
Outstanding tee shot.
Yeah, ball sitting up. You don't have to worry about the wind or anything there. You just take a full-blooded cut at the second shot from here.
Ball sitting down here in the rough. He's digging in.
Tom Weiskopf was one of my idols growing up. I loved the way he swung. That swing right there reminds me of my eye.
It looks like Rory McIlroy shot to the par 5. Might want to check the GPS on a putt this long. So a long putt there and just didn't read it quite right. Locked in on the read and the speed. You couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. That's a birdie for McIlroy. He's just so explosive. Jordan Spieth can really roll it. Has good feel. And let's see what he does with this putt. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie. And what a day it's been. Back here at the 15th, and Frank, this fairway narrows up in a hurry.
And it's also, there's a big crop of heather that sort of constrains you if you're going to hit it just straight down the middle. Only the brave go down the right side. That brings in those little bunkers called robs, and they'll rob your scorecard, that's for sure. This is not heading in the right direction.
Well, it looks like it's going to be in the rough. Long drive, but a bad lie.
Wicked.
Frank, this one's headed way right.
And rough trees, all sorts of problems on that right side. Yeah, it was a little over ambitious.
Second shot from the rough. It's on the way. Stuck the follow through right there. This could be really good. Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Well, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
160 in from the rough. Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. In the hole for birdie. Headed to rarefied territory already. 15 under par for the round. And now another par for the 16th, Frank, and another hole where precision off the tee is going to be paramount.
To avoid a series of 3 bunkers called the Principal's Nose. I've never really figured out why they're called that, but it's not the place to be, that's for sure. Stay short of those is the safe line, and then a little pop bunker once again in the front left of the screen called the Wig. That's also to be avoided. Another difficult green. Looks a little simpler from the fairway, but miss your mark with the yardage and you'll pay a premium.
Ready for a second shot, trying to knock it on the green. That will be a great look at birdie. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Getting set now over the putt. Good putt. He can really get red hot with a putter. Let's see what McIlroy does. No problems there.
Yeah, keeps the round going, keeps the momentum on his side.
The famous 17th at the Open Championship, Frank. You begin to see the scoreboards, the grandstands, and you know all eyes are on you for the next couple of holes.
Yeah, this is one hole I think that anybody that goes to the old course certainly wants to play. Blind tee shot, you've got to flash it across the out of bounds and somehow find the fairway. If you go too safe down the left side, well, there's some heather to be chopping out of. Good tee shot certainly gives you a chance to hit at this beautiful green that's angled to the left, well protected by the road hole bunker. And then if you're a little ambitious and a little strong, then there's a road itself and an out of bounds beyond this green. There's out of bounds over there.
He needs to get lucky. What was he thinking? Frank, this is always such a difficult spot for a golfer. You just hit one out of bounds, you're trying to regroup.
He's going to need to more than regroup now.
Now on his third shot after being penalized for going out of bounds.
Yeah, tough break really, Rich, on that last shot. It just got away from him. Oh, that's fine.
And now it's right in his wheelhouse, good position where he can attack the pin.
Yeah, he has all those options now. With that ball sitting up, you can bring it in high, you can bring it in low. The choice is yours. Game's about rhythm. When you have good rhythm, it just looks effortless. To hit the ball 300 yards through the air, that easy.
Jordan Spieth ready for his second shot.
Should be safely on deck.
Can't hide the flagstick from that man. Now the game's #1 player, Rory McIlroy, ready with his approach. This one just requires a little bit of focus. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Good chance here. Can't wait to write those on the card. One below par. Chalk it up. It's a birdie. Frank, here at the 18th, so much history has been made through the years.
Yeah, one of my favorite memories, I remember, Jack Nicklaus when he beat Doug Sanders in that playoff. The famous sort of short putt that Doug Sanders missed. But really, the great moment that stands out was Seve making that 15-footer across the hill in 1984 wearing the blue sweater. Not only did he win the Open Championship, but he beat a tremendous field that included Bernard Langer, Tom Watson, Fred Couples, Lanny Wadkins, Faldo, and Greg Norman. It was an amazing Open Championship.
And I love that fist pump. It was pure Seve. All that fire, all that passion came flying out. And that's where you just sort of fell in love with the game. Frank lost that one, and that might be OB.
Well, I think you're right.
And he pays a price for that.
Yeah, when you don't see the top of the ball in the rough, you know it's not sitting pretty. You need a bit of force to extract one out of there.
No doubt they'll be happy with that shot. Well played. Chance to get it close here. Frank, why are great rivalries so important? Why do we love them?
I think because people like to sit on one side of the fence. You're either for or against a great player. And I think we see that today with Tiger Woods and Rory McIlroy. There's the McIlroy fans that think his future is so bright. There's the Woods fans that still want him to pass Jack Nicklaus's record. That's the beauty. You've got to have an opinion, and you have to have a player.
Not a gimme, but well within his range. And he has it.
A good putt redeems all.
Just a couple of feet. Continuing to putt with confidence. Frank, I have to say, I've been impressed planned and executed.
And consequently, a very solid round. Continuing with that kind of play can certainly put you in the winner's seat.